Hey guys, welcome to Running Reimagined. For those of you that don't know, my name is Coach Dylan Hopper, and in this video we're going to talk about a mental shift that you can make that will fundamentally change your running experience. Let's get to it. Today's video was a little bit unplanned, but I wanted to get this out because I felt inspired based on a quote that was posted on the Running Reimagined page that had done really well, and I had shared it in a couple groups because I felt the message was really powerful. And one of the groups was a trail and ultra running group, and someone had commented on it, and I felt like their comment was really powerful, and it brought out a mental shift that most people can make that will really fundamentally change your relationship with running. So I'm going to read the quote here on the whiteboard just so I don't botch it. When you say you are slow, do you mean you're compared to the people who have never exercised or the vast majority of people who can't run a mile without stopping? It was posted earlier today, a few hours ago. I think the quote, there's a picture of almost like a sign with like a runner on it, and it just says slow. So you can go back and find that on the page. But the comment that the person had made in the trail and ultra group was essentially that anything that a runner does is impressive to a non-runner, but what this specific person has done as a runner, which was 3 marathons and a 50K, is not impressive to any runner. And I had just read that, and my brain just fired off real quick that that's not true, and it's just the way your mental framework is, and if you can make that shift, your relationship with running is going to be that much better, and you're going to be able to go out and perform that much better as well. So the shift is that anything you do is impressive to somebody. And I personally went through this, and this is why I think I'm so passionate about this specific comment was, I had built myself up as a runner going all the way through middle school, through high school, eventually getting to Division I, Pac-12, track and field, cross country, and that was, the ultimate level that I really wanted to get to. And you're running with some of the best runners in the world, and you're running with people that are training for the Olympics. And when literally they had signs that would say, we create Olympians here. And so when you see that every day and you're around those people every day, those are the people that you compare yourself with, and that's the specific niche you're in. And so it gets really, really easy to get caught up in that and to feel like you aren't, fast, or you're not achieving the things that maybe you believe carry weight. And it's just not true. And it took me a few years now since college to be able to, make that adjustment and adapt out of that, in understanding that, what I had gone through was really impressive to a lot of people. And I basically got my doctorates in running, running all the miles that I did, running with all the people that I ran with, and really, immersing myself in the sport and understanding how impressive that is to a lot of people. In my mind, I didn't think I was very good. Because I was the same point at that this running ultra group this person had commented on. Their point was that they're not impressive to any other runners, and I was in that same mindset, and because of the people I was surrounded with, and I was very much in that niche where the elite of the elite are the people that are on the professional circuit and the people that are running the Olympics. And so that was my comparison. And I'm just telling you right now, if you're always going to be comparing yourself to people up here, it's really important to understand the whole perspective of it. Ultimately, if you can make the shift from comparing yourself to others to comparing yourself to yourself, that's when you start seeing the profound differences. When you start focusing on your own performance and really improving yourself, not worrying about what anybody else is doing, not worrying about if you're slow or fast, because it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're improving. And if in order for you to improve, it's about, my coach, one of my greatest coaches that I had, who's in the Washington State Coaches Hall of Fame, for high school runners, he always talked about it being performance-based versus outcome-based. And performance-based was focusing on those little things that you can do during the race to help yourself get to the finish line in the time that you want to. The outcome-based focused is comparing yourself to the people that you're running with, the people that you're going to compete with, comparing yourself to the place that you're finishing in the race, whether it's an age group or, a top 10 finish. By doing that, you're really flirting with a dangerous mindset, because if you don't achieve that, then you're going to see yourself as a failure. And if you continue to compare yourself to this elite level and you don't perform, you're just going to see yourself as a failure, and you're going to play it against your self-esteem, where instead of understanding, yes, I maybe want to get to this level, but I understand I'm down here and I'm going to improve from down here. So instead of, understanding where the goal is, or understanding where you might want to go, but understanding that you're here and just making those incremental, improvements in your own game is going to get you there in the long term. So all of that was pretty much what I wanted to go over. I hope that made sense for you guys. If it didn't, oh well, but I felt a burst of inspiration based on this person's comment in the group. So feel free to continue to comment on this video, give me your thoughts. I'm always open. It's my experience that I've gone through, and I know how painful that can be to go through and to compare yourself to others. And if you don't achieve what others are achieving, then you're a failure. And if you tie your personal running times or your placements to your own self-esteem or to who you are as a person, it's just not going to end well, and your relationship with running isn't going to last long. So if you can be able to compare yourself to yourself and improving yourself, that's when you're going to start to find that joy in running again, and you're going to start to see real improvements in the long term. If that helped you at all, please hit the like button. If you know somebody else who would benefit from this video, tag them, share it to your friends so your friends can benefit from this as well. This was an on-the-spot video, but I just felt the inspiration and I really wanted to get this message out there. All right, guys, take care.